Okay, today we're going to look at how to make a custom tool for the tool library inside of the SigmaBend software. Okay, a couple things. There's a couple ways to do the tools. One way is going to be, let me show you here first. From within our tooling library that we choose to be making something, when we have a tool directory, a punch tool directory here, on the punch tool itself, besides any custom ones you've made, you will have some templates that you can pick from. Okay, on these templates, let me show a better template. They have, let's go away from hands. Let's try a regular punch here. It'll give you most basic dimensions of a punch, and I can edit them. And you'll see this box, and I can edit the numbers according to what I have. And of course, I can indicate my segments and so on, tonnage per foot, and so on, so forth. Okay, and there's a bunch of different templates you can choose from. Okay, there's almost something to fit everything you'll be needing. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so that's one way. Of course, you're going to have to inspect your tool and measure it accurately to put these numbers, because the most critical number is going to be the tool length. Okay, very, very important that we measure that accurately. Okay, and the other way to import a tool is going to be through this button here. And what it'll do is import a drawing. I'm going to go to AutoCAD here. We'll import a drawing like this. We could draw up our tool, however it may be. We don't need to put the tag. They prefer we don't. And draw it up accordingly. But the most important thing to do is this here that indicates a 0 within the drawing in AutoCAD. It needs to be at the very tip of the tool, at the tool nose itself. Very important. Also, the other important thing about doing a tool like this in AutoCAD, and before you import it into SigmaBend, it must have a radius here. It cannot have a sharp corner. Okay? The SigmaBend software will kick it out if it has a sharp corner. Okay, so I'm going to do this method first on how to import a tool, then I'll show you the other one. Once you get past this point of drawing your tool, okay, we're going to go back to SigmaBend here. And, first before I do it, select the correct tool library that I'm going to work with. And then I'm going to hit my import button. From my import button, I will select a drawing that I've made already previously. Okay, and then I will do this one for instance. And it'll open up in the CAD window, or it'll seem like a CAD window. Okay. In this basic one, I actually have something wrong with this drawing, so I'm going to do it over again. I want to use this one. Now I'm going to try it again. I'm going to go to import. I'm going to select this P22 over here. Okay, pretty standard looking punch. As you can see, it has a radius on the bottom like it always should. If it's all like you want, all we have to do right now is select the entities, which is all these lines, and you can see the blue button is already highlighted, so it's ready to select the contour. So all I do is drag a box all the way around my geometry. Okay, it's selected there. I can hit the apply button. Okay, as you can see, when I did that, it drew a box around. Now SigmaBend knows what's going to be its tool. And as you'll notice here, and I always verify this, you'll see that your tool height's already been determined. It's deciding that from the actual 2D drawing. You could change it if you wanted to, but typically, if your drawing is correct, this should be already set. Your origin for your tool should have already been set from our drawing. It takes that default. If for some reason it's not, you can move it, but typically we always want to draw our line with the origin in the right place to begin with. So this is good to go. So I'm going to hit the done button. Okay, Once I'm in this screen, you'll see it's all blue. I'm ready to return back to the main screen. Okay, so there's my tool. Comes up with this box. I need to put in my tonnage per foot. I need to put something in there. If I don't, I'll get an error when I try to program with this tool. Here, if you want to change its name, this is a good time to do it. Typically, I like to name my files, my CAD files, with the correct name, and it'll always use that name as a default. I could change it here right now if I want to. This tool NR you can ignore. We don't use that. Okay. And then all we have to do is indicate, all my segments, what length I have, how many of them I have, if it's a heel or not. So if I type one in, then I'm going to tell it I'm going to have a 5-inch segment. If I put a decimal, make sure you put 2 zeros after it, otherwise it won't accept it. And then just hit the add button. Okay, and now I can come over here and say, okay, I got 3 of those. And it's set. So add all your tools segments to this. When I hit OK, I'm going to rename this because I don't want to mix it up with the ones I have. I'm going to be all happy. I'm going to hit OK. And there's my P22-test. So my custom tool's in there. I'm ready to go. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what it's like if I'm going to make one from a template. We're going to do the easy way here. We're going to go back here and select our template. This is a good one to start with. Very simple. All you need to do is go, once your template type is selected, hit this button here, the little pad with the pencil. That'll bring up the edit window. Okay. Very similar to the other one, as you notice, this shows the drawing of the actual tool. Up in here, just punch in the values that you have. Okay. Exactly as you measure on your tool. Put these values in here. Be set to go there. And also indicate your tonnage per foot if you know what that is. File name. This has got template type 1. Be sure you rename this to what you want to call the tool. Very important. And again, like the other one, we can indicate the lengths that we have and how many we have. Works just like the other one. Okay. And that's all here. So let's call this 80-degree punch. Okay. And I'm going to hit OK here. And it's going to add that to my library. And there you see it. There's our 2 custom ones that we made. And you're ready to use it. That's it.